All right, Fight Mike here with mixed martial artist Keelin Gallup. You're fighting here, training here at AKA. Tell us about your regimen. Tell us what's going on.
Well, I'm working 4 jobs and training 20 hours a week to get ready for this fight. That's what makes it possible. Training in the evenings 5 days a week, and then training a couple days with Tyson Griffin up at Performance Fitness MMA.
4 jobs, and you still got the time to do this crazy MMA training?
That's how you make it work, right? If you don't have someone to support you, you don't have sponsors, you don't have, as an amateur, you just kind of got to do what you got to do.
Sponsors, if you're watching this chick is down to work 4 jobs and she still wants to fight. So I think that's enough right there to sponsor. So that's what I'm saying. So where are you living, and what made you get into fighting?
I'm in Emeryville, right on the border of Oakland, kind of between Oakland and Berkeley. And I got into fighting about 4 years ago. I actually started with Krav Maga. I did 3 years of Krav Maga, and then was introduced to a trainer over in Oakland who just was doing something a little bit different, had kind of a mix of combat style and traditional martial arts that I thought was really interesting. So I left Krav, I started doing that full time, and after about 6 months of that, I started thinking about competing. It just has built from there.
How did you meet Tyson Griffin? And why did you pick his gym, Performance Fitness MMA?
I was actually introduced to Tyson through Derek, who's doing the same fight that I'm doing on the 22nd. And so we have a couple of mutual contacts, and so I was connected with Derek to get some extra training in, train with somebody else doing the same fight, get some training with a professional, and he brought me up to Performance Fitness MMA.
So when you first said to yourself, okay, that's what I'm going to do, I'm going to fight MMA. Like, was there something in particular that made that click? Like, what happened? Do you remember the day, what you were thinking when that happened?
Yeah, it wasn't any one particular thing. It's like that kept coming up because I with Krav, it was always about getting to the next belt, getting to the next system, learning new techniques. And when I started training with my trainer down in Oakland, it's just a very different style. It's much more relaxed, and he's much more focused on the movement than the technique. There are no belts. There's no external recognition at all. And I really wanted to start getting my hands on bodies and pressure testing a lot of this. And so I built a sparring lab on Saturdays, kind of brought people in to start training together, get some extra experience. And the more I was doing that, the more I wanted to. It's like I woke up every day and I just wanted to be training. I woke up every day, wanted to be on the mat, and finally said, all right, well, I guess I should do something that will make that possible. So I rolled it all together. I started talking to people about competing, got hooked up for my first competition, and that's how that happened.
So if you had to give yourself somewhat of a comparison, are you more the Ronda Rousey, or are you more of like the Paige Van Zandt?
I'm hoping to be more of the Ronda Rousey. That's the direction I'd like to go. I used to be more comfortable striking from a distance, but I'm really starting to like being close, being tight, and being able to manipulate structure. So I'm starting to play with those things. I see that working really well for her. But ideally, eventually, I won't be either. I'll just be Keelin. That's the goal.
Now that's a good response right there. So what do you eat after you're done training? Are you like the Whole Foods type girl, or do you go home and like cook your own food?
Yeah, I cook a lot, spend a lot of time cooking. Right now I'm on a pretty strict diet to make weight. I'm doing no dairy, no grains, no sweeteners of any kind, no starchy vegetables. It's chicken and veggies. That actually leaves me a little room for flex. I can lean protein and lean protein veggies, a lot of fats. I went through and set up my whole diet regimen, got my carbs, fats, protein, macros dialed in, and it's good. It's actually, I really like figuring out ways to manipulate ingredients. It's like there are things I'm going to put in my body, and so finding interesting ways to combine them is a lot of fun for me. So I spend a lot of time doing it, but it means I eat well, and I'm feeling pretty good. Makes this easier.
How are you going to beat up that chick on DragonHouse? What are you going to do to her?
What am I going to do to her?
Yeah, I want to know what you
I'm going to lay down the pain. I'm obviously just going to lay down the pain. No, I've got a lot of reach on her. I'm about 4 to 5 inches taller than she is. Yeah. So, yeah. So, a lot of kicks, a lot of jabs. I can't tell you all my secrets because I just in case.
Not in my ear, not even in my ear.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Not today. I'll tell you afterward. But yeah. A lot of jabs, a lot of kicks. Relying a lot on distance.
That's going to be a good one to see. So you want to give some closing statements before we wrap this up? Anything you want to say out to your fans or anybody that's going to come watch your fight?
Who's going to be a fan? Yeah, no, I'm just really excited to be here. I wake up every day wanting to do this, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity. I want to keep going.
So people want to find you on social media. Like, what's your Instagram? What's your Facebook? What's your Twitter?
So all of that's still getting set up for the fighting side of things, as opposed to the personal side. I'd like to keep those separate. But I think what I'm going to have is KG Fight Life for my Instagram and the Twitter handle.
All right, guys. This is one face I'm going to be looking out for. This is Keelin Gallup on Fight Mike and we. Howdy.